So here's what I need from y'all. If you are hiring a lawyer, right, and you're working with an attorney, or if you've already hired one and you're working with one, and your attorney is adding fuel to the fire, making things extremely difficult for you to settle your case, giving you advice that is turning into more of a nightmare rather than bringing some resolve to what's going on, and is constantly just, egging you on and having you insist on things that are not reasonable and only right? I need you to understand how damaging this can be for you and your children. The attorney that you hire is extremely important because at the end of the day, right, your ex and your children are the only people that will have to deal with the aftermath of whatever the attorney's involvement was. So many times I get cases that come from other attorneys and my clients are like, man, my last attorney, they were letting me do X, Y, and Z, and I was wilding out and I was not doing what was best for our kids because I was mad at the other side and I was willing to do whatever just to get back at them. And I realize after all of these years of experience how common this is, right? Like there are so many attorneys who will literally just let you spiral and let you do things that they know are not best for you, and they won't call you out on it as long as you're paying them. Because if you really think about it and remind yourself, the more issues you have in your case, the more drama, the more mistakes you make, the more challenges that you bring up with the other side, the more your lawyer gets paid. So there are, unfortunately, a lot of attorneys who care more about that payday than they do about you. And it's frustrating because I see so many families who are already broken, right? Already having to deal with the aftermath of the parents separating or going through a divorce. Parties who are already going through that, which is a battle in and of itself, have to deal with these attorneys that are taking action that is going to continue to destroy the little bit of a family unit that is left, right? And it allows people to behave in ways that completely thwart the possibility that you'll ever get to a place where you can peacefully co-parent your children, meaning your children will be growing up in drama and difficulty and frustration and anger and argument and conflict for their entire childhood. And then they're going to grow up and they're going to need therapy because of what you and the other parent put them through because you had an attorney not advising you accordingly. The idea of going to court, I'll see you in court, is cute in the moment when you are frustrated or you're stressed out. But at the end of the day, the more you go to court, the more you pay your lawyer, the more that you have to drag your children through the saga and the drama, especially when it should not even be that deep, right? A lot of times the circumstances that are centered in your separation from the other parent have very little to do with their relationship with with your children and your relationship with your children, but more so your relationship with each other, which is now over. But y'all be hiring these lawyers who are going to fuel you and allow you and encourage you to act a fool and put your children in what I believe is harm's way, which is this constant toxicity between you and the other parent. Like, yo, sometimes I look up the lawyers that are on the opposing side or that, about the cases that I'm reading about, and literally you can see that there's a pattern, right? They'll file certain types of documents. They'll raise certain types of issues for their clients. And I know in some cases you have lawyers that specialize in various aspects of the law, right? So you might have an attorney that specializes in high net worth division, or someone that specializes in restraining orders, or someone that specializes in father's rights or mother's rights, or whatever the case may be. But you also have these attorneys who specialize in creating drama and racking up bills so that you can give them all your money to continue to create drama. You have attorneys who file things that are frivolous, and they know it's frivolous at the time that they're filing and at the time that they're encouraging you to make up stories and to portray something as it's not. Also, they can get paid. And at the end of the day, as expressed by one of my favorite family law judges, the more you pay these attorneys, the less you have for your children and your family and yourself. So if I am your lawyer and you are going through all of these battles, especially the unnecessary ones, and we're fighting over things that are not necessary, you're either going to be able to pay for your children's college tuition or you'll be paying for mine. You will pay for your child's college tuition or you'll be paying for your lawyer's children's college tuition. Think about that next time you decide that you're going to be unreasonable or make things difficult or be unwilling to compromise or listen to these janky lawyers who are giving you advice that is not best for your family. Think about it.